जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांगो गंधर्विका गिरिधारी जीव की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांगो श्री राधा मदन मोहन पंचतत्त्वात्मक श्री गौर हरि की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांगो श्री राधा नयननाथ जीव की जय। जय श्री गौर नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय। जय श्री जगन्नाथ देव की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिष्टोम विष्णुपाद परमहंस शिला भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोसाई महाराज की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिष्टोम विष्णुपाद परमहंस शिला भक्ति दैता माधव गोसाई महाराज की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिष्टोम विष्णुपाद परमहंस शिला भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोसाई प्रभुपाद की जय। जय परमहंस शिला गौर किशोर दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय शिला सच्चिदानंद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जय। जय वैष्णव सार्वभौम शिला जगन्नाथ दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय श्री रूपानुग गुरुवर की जय। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री वसदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपी गो गोवर्धन वृंदावन श्री राधा कुंद श्याम कुंदात्मक श्री ब्रज मंदिर की जय। जय श्री नवदीप धाम की जय। जय श्री पुरुषोत्तम धाम की जय। जय श्री बलदेव सुभद्रा जगन्नाथ श्री सुदर्शन चक्र जीव की जय। जय श्री वृंदा देवी तुलसी देवी की जय। जय सर्वविघ्न विनाशनकारी श्री नृसिंह देव की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिष्ठ परम पूज्य पांच श्रीमद भक्ति श्रीरूप सिद्धांति गोसाई महाराजेर तिरुवाप्तिथि पूजा महामहोत्सव की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिष्ठ परम पूज्य पांच श्रीमद ऐसी भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी महाराजेर शुभ अमेरिका शुभ आगमन की जय। जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। जय समागत भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि बोल। शुभ आगमन अमेरिका शुभ आगमन। वंदे हम श्री गुरो श्री जुता पादकमला श्री गुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्री रूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तां सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्री राधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितंश्च जयानिलो प्रेमधन करुणा प्राचुर हेन प्रभु कथा गेला आचार्य ठाकुर काहा मोर स्वरूप रूप काहा सनातन काहा दास रघुनाथ पतित पावन काहा मोर भाता जुग काहा कबीराज Ekakale Kotha gela Goranatharaj Pashane kutibo matha Anale poshibo Gaurango gu Neronidhi Kotha gele pabo Se saba sangiro sange Je koilo bilas Se sangana Payakande narotamodas Jayanilo premadhana Karuna prachur Hena prabhu Kotha gela Acharya Thakur Jaya Vaishnava Thakur Jaya Vaishnava Thakur Vaishnav Thakur Jaya Vaishnava Thakur Jaya Vaishnava Thakur Jaya Vaishnava Thakur Vaishnav Thakur Jaya Vaishnava Thakur Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo Hare Ramo 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Haribol, 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 Haribol. Today is very auspicious day. Disappearance day of Srila Bhakti Srirup Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj, personal associate of Prabhupada Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and another personal associate of Prabhupada, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj. On the order of Prabhupada, Srila Bhakti Saraswati Thakur, he reached America on this day. So very auspicious day. You remember that after the disappearance of Mahaprabhu, his personal associates, then immediate successors, then darkness was there in the Gauriya horizon. Many pseudo-sects cropped up. They were saying we are preaching Mahaprabhu's message, but they were doing so many immoral activities in the name. So everyone lost faith. In Bengal also, educated class everyone. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, out of his compassion, he again sent his own two men, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Srila Bhakti Saraswati Thakur. They are not ordinary persons. They came from Golok Vrindavan, both Manjaris, and to revive what is the pure teaching of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So first Bhaktivinoda Thakur appeared and he wrote so many books and he started preaching. Even he started preaching in English language. And he trained Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur in book printing and proofreading and all Siddhanta, everything. Then Gorkishore Das Babaji Maharaj and Bhaktivinoda Thakur both, they ordered Prabhupada to preach. But he was doing bhajan that time in Mayapur, 3 lakhs chanting. Then he was feeling how I can fulfill the orders of my gurus. I cannot do it. Then he got darshan of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Panchatattva all appeared and whole Guru Parampara from Panchatattva. And Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Gaurkishore Das Babaji, all they appeared to Prabhupada. Then Mahaprabhu told, you don't worry anything. You start preaching everywhere. Then Prabhupada said, how I can do? I have no man, I have no money. In order to establish missions and all this, you need this. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur also ordered him. He wrote him that letter. Then Mahaprabhu said, you don't worry anything. Everything is waiting upon you. I will send you everything. You just start, you go on. Then Prabhupada took sannyas. He was fully changed and he had that undaunted spirit, means fearless spirit. He was speaking Harikatha. Then, as we heard, Kunja Bihari Prabhu, one of the first disciples, he arranged for Prabhupada to come to Kolkata, and there it started Gauriya Math at Ultadanga Road, now ISKCON. They revived that place. So gradually all these personal associates of Prabhupada, they were sent by Mahaprabhu. They came to him, like Srila Bhakti Srirup, Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj and Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj. So I will read from Srila Bodhayan Maharaj's book. This ray of Srila Prabhupada appeared in present-day Bangladesh in Sachilapur. Borishal district on 12th October 1906. That is Bengali calendar Kartik Shukla Panchami 1303, 5th day of the waxing moon cycle. We are observing his appearance day during Kartik time in a pious wealthy family and was named Shiva Shankar. His father was Gopal Chandra De and his mother Srimati Raja Lakshmi Devi. From childhood, Shiva Shankar was of good character, truthful, talented, and helpful to others. Since his childhood, he was studious and generous. He was inclined towards serving holy, renounced persons, sadhus and sannyasis. Not all have this quality, but if someone has, this is great quality. Once, when Shiva Shankar was 17 years old, he heard that a renounced person from the Gauriya Math was coming to their area. Shiva Shankar and his friend went to attend the devotional program and heard from the sannyasis discourse that the Supreme Lord is one without a second. Means only Supreme Lord exists, there is no second to him. Everything is him. There is no any other. His Advaya Gyan Tattva, non-dual truth. He and his potency, which is non-different from him, but there is no second to him. That sannyasi was Srila Bhaktivedanta Bharati Gosai Maharaj, one of the prominent disciples also, Srila Bhakti Sansara Thakur, and one of the first his sannyasis. He was a very influential preacher. Shiva Shankar decided to take shelter of Srila Bharati Gosai Maharaj. However, Srila Bharati Gosai Maharaj took Shiva Shankar to Mayapur and brought him to the shelter of his Gurudev, Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. In those days, when Prabhupada started preaching, he was traveling himself to different places and holding discourses and Nagar Sankirtan like this, and he also sent his own disciples to all parts of India and even to London and Germany, Europe. He sent that time. So Prabhupada, our Gurudev told Prabhupada, expanded himself into his disciples, and they were, with his power, they were preaching all over India, going to different temples, going to different public places, everywhere they went, and the large cities, and holding programs like this. It spread. 64 temples Prabhupada made during his time, 64 mats in India, and so many places in India. So Gauriya Math became very famous that time, and everyone respected them as pure character and everything. And Prabhupada also, his mission was to bring back again dignity to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teaching, because everyone lost faith, even in Bengal. But now everyone respected, seeing the pure character of Srila Bhakti Sansara Thakur and his followers, and their scriptural knowledge and their pure character and everything. They were impressed, and also because Prabhupada spoke pure Siddhanta and pure teaching of Mahaprabhu, directly speaking truth. So he was against those who were misusing Mahaprabhu's teaching for their own selfish purposes. That is why you remember in Navadip Dham during Parikrama, some of the so-called Vaishnavas who were doing business in the name of Mahaprabhu, they attacked him. They wanted to kill him and his disciples there in Navadip, near Paramatala, in Paramatala. But Prabhupada was, of course, protected, and the police and everyone, they said to against whom they should file a case. Then Prabhupada said, no need. he knew that there is no need for this, because next day in newspaper all over India, on front pages, that news was there that even now in Navadip there are Jagai Madhai, means drunkards. They were throwing stones to Nityananda, means they were not throwing stones, but that earthen pot Madhai hit Nityananda Prabhu. They were rogues, very violent. So that newspaper, that title was, even now in Navadip there are Jagai Madhai, and even now in Navadip there is Nityananda Prabhu. Means Nityananda Prabhu is Prabhupada. He's preaching on the order of Mahaprabhu, and he's tolerant as a tree, though others may want to hurt him, but he's merciful to them. So in that way Gauriya Mat's glory also spread with the help of those. So then this is like in Bangladesh, in so many villages, many places, they were sent, his sannyasis. So this Siddhanti Maharaj also came in contact like this, and he came to Mayapur and surrendered, like Srila Bhaktivedanta Jajavar Goswami Maharaj we were hearing. He went to Puri. There he met that Bodhayan Maharaj, disciple of Prabhupada, and he wanted to surrender to him. Then because they all were non-different from Prabhupada, being empowered by him. So he also said, no, you don't take shelter of me, you have to take shelter of Prabhupada. But after the disappearance of Prabhupada, they took this responsibility. So he took shelter of his Guru. In 1924, on the holy day of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance, Gaur Purnima, Shiva Shankar received Harinam and Diksha, first and second initiation, from Srila Prabhupada, and was named Siddha Swarup Das Brahmachari. Siddha Swarup Prabhu went back to complete his studies. They told him in Gauriya Math, go and study. But for some it was arranged that from the mat they were studying, like there in Mayapur. Now also that system is there. In 1928, he returned to Srila Prabhupada to join as a full-time renounced brahmachari and assisted Srila Bhakti Pradip Tirtha Gosai Maharaj. He was first sannyasi of Prabhupada. Srila Bhakti Vivek Bharati Gosai Maharaj and Srila Bhakti Rakak Shridhardev Gosai Maharaj in the preaching efforts across Bengal, Bihar, Orissa, Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh. Once in present-day Kishorganj, Mymensingh district, Bangladesh, Siddha Swarup Das Brahmachari spoke in an assembly of spiritual debate, Sanatan Dharma Sabha, on the topic of Joto Mot Toto Pot. Means there are many paths to achieve the same goal. Literal meaning is Joto Mot, how many minds or like opinions, that much paths, means anything goes. But it is not correct. That Vivekananda, Ramakrishna Mission, they were preaching this. Joto Mot Toto Pot. Even now you can find somewhere in Kolkata this written there. But it is not correct. Our Gurudev also explained that some people, they quote, many roads lead to Rome. You can come. That may be true because Rome is material place and jivas, they are spiritual, they can dominate over matter, but you cannot dominate over Supreme Lord. Supreme Lord is Asamordva. No one is equal to him, no one is more than him. So if anyone could attain him by his own will, then Supreme Lord would be equal to him or less than him, but that is not possible. So there are not many paths to attain ultimate goal of life, Supreme Lord. There is only one path, to accept the will of Krishna, his revelation. Those who are surrendered to the will of Krishna, they can attain him. No one else. By his grace they can attain. But anything goes that is wrong, Siddhanta. It is not supported by Shastra. Krishna said, Bhakti eka grajyam. I can be attained only by bhakti, no any other way. So through proper logic, Siddha Swarup Prabhu attempted to defeat this concept of Joto Mot, Toto Pot, as many minds or opinions, so many paths. However, the whole audience blindly protested against Siddha Swarup Prabhu's presentation and stopped him without a proper logical reason, because they were attached to that thing, so they did not carefully consider what he's telling. So they just protested blindly. The next day, all major newspapers, such as Ananda Bazar newspaper, covered the incident and featured an article on the Gauriya Mat. Srila Prabhupada happily spoke in relation to this incident. Siddha Swarupa's remarks and the subsequent effects have manifested the fruits of 10 years of preaching in just one day. Siddha Swarup Brahmachari used to speak the message of truth without any hesitation. Thus, he spread Srila Prabhupada's logical explanations of the scriptures all over India. There also in Bharati Maharaj wrote that Srila Bhakti Kakshidhar Dev Goswami Maharaj then explained what he meant, and with all scriptural evidence and everything. So they could not argue, and it was in newspaper, because that is true what he told. So during the time of Prabhupada, all his disciples, they were preaching all over India. They're not useless persons. Some people, they think, no one preaching. That is not correct. They were fully engaged 24 hours. All his disciples, they were spreading the message all over the India. And also some were sent, Srila Bhakti Hridaya Bon Gosai Maharaj and Sambhitananda Bhakti Pradip Tirth Maharaj, they were sent to London, and Bon Maharaj also in Germany. Like that started. And now, in 1937, after Srila Prabhupada's physical departure, all the disciples were feeling the pangs of separation. To propagate Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's loving mission, Srila Bhakti Bharati Gosai Maharaj and Siddha Swarup Prabhu opened a new center in the name of Sri Saraswat Gauriya Asam and Mission. As you all have heard, after the disappearance of Prabhupada, some lila happened, by which many acharyas will manifest. It was necessary, because one cannot handle such big institution, and also Prabhupada declared this, that many of you are capable to continue the Bhaktivedanta Dhara, that pure devotional channel coming from Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Many of you are capable. So our Parangurudev explained that those who are qualified to become acharyas, and these many, they should not be limited in their activities. So they made their own missions, and they accepted disciples, and it is also not good if disciples, they should have one authority in the mat, in institution, one main authority. Otherwise there is, they cannot understand how to harmonize. And different acharyas, because they're different sevas, they may have different approaches and engagement, how to engage like this. So if there is no one authority ultimate, then disciples may get confused. So this was proper, that those who were qualified, they will have their own missions. And in this way, the message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spread all over the world. In India, his disciples, they spread everywhere, different new Gauriya Math branches, along with those existing 64, that was divided by Kunja Bihari Prabhu and Ananta Vasudev Gauriya Mission. that was divided half-half, almost half-half, and others, those who were qualified, they gradually made their own missions. And in this way it spread. It was the desire of Mahaprabhu and Prabhupada like that. Our Parangurudev told, he explained, it was the desire. Only after some time, people, they can realize what is the purpose behind. So, Srila Bhaktivedanta, Bharati Goswami Maharaj and Siddha Swarup Prabhu, that time Brahmachari, they made new mission. Sarasat Gauri Asana and mission. In 1941, on the day of Vijaya Dashami, commemorating the day Lord Ramachandra conquered over Ravana's kingdom at Lanka, Siddha Swarup Prabhu took the renounced order sannyas from his senior god brother Srila Bhakti Prasun Bodayan Gosai Maharaj and received the name Srila Bhakti Srirup Siddhanti Gosai Maharaj. This is the same that Bodayan Maharaj, Prabhupada's disciple. He later established a center at 29B Hazara Road, Kolkata. This is very near to our mat in Kolkata. During Kartik time, all our brahmacharis and sannyasis, they go to that festival there for his appearance day. I did not go, but when we were doing Nagar Sankirtan, we passed that. From outside, I saw that Sarasat Gauriya Asan, that Sarasat Gauriya Asan and mission. And I saw in Puri, and I saw in this year in Navadip Dham. Means I saw before already in Navadip Dham, that side, Navadip town. Many times I saw. But this year, on that Prabhupada's appearance day, 151 was, Devananda Gauriya Mat was organizing. So we were doing Nagar Sankirtan. Then we passed there. Then I went inside this year. I made a video also, first time I went. Because before always we were passing by Toto, rickshaw. I saw from outside but never stopped. But this time I went inside. Very nice mat there. And one his disciple is there, I think Bon Maharaj, in Mayapur side, near Gopinath Gauriya Mat, his place is there. He's coming to programs, appearance, disappearance of Vaishnavas. He's speaking very loudly. That Maharaj, I think Bon Maharaj, his name, his disciple Siddhanti Maharaj. After Srila Bharati Goswami Maharaj's, means Bhaktivedanta Bharati Goswami Maharaj's physical departure in 1947, Srila Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj felt much separation, but continued the preaching mission and established centers in Jagannath Puri and Navadip Dham. Srila Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj published Srila Baladev Vidyabhushan's Govinda Bhasya commentary, Srila Baladev Vidyabhushan's Bhagavad Gita commentary, the Vedanta Sutras, as well as many rare Upanishads. He would often say, he who glorifies Lord Hari is in actuality a generous person. Wait, I will also open one article by Srila, one second, by Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj. Yes, here Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj wrote in our Chaitanya Vani magazine that Prabhupada had strong desire to publish this Govinda Bhasya commentary on Vedanta Sutra by Baladev Vidyabhushan, and also those main Upanishads, that is Isha, Kena, Kata, Prashna, Manduka, Mandukya, Taittiriya, Aitareya, Chandogya, Brihadaranyaka, Shveta Shvatar, and Gopal Tapani Upanishads. Pujapad Siddhanti Maharaj took the vow to fulfill the desire of Srila Prabhupada and had done a great service to the entire Gauriya community by fulfilling it. By that he has attracted Srila Prabhupada's blessing in abundance. As you remember, Sarvam Bhattacharya, he is actually Brihaspati, the guru of demigods. He came to enrich Mahaprabhu's pastimes in this world as Sarvam Bhattacharya, and he played the pastime of being greatest Mayavadi in all India. And he was householder. Oh, so many sannyasis, they were his disciples. So powerful. Brihaspati. But Mahaprabhu played the pastime of like learning from him, and then he told him what is the real meaning of Vedanta Sutra. So that explanation was heard by Gopinath Acharya also. And this Gopinath Acharya later appeared again as Baladev Vidyabhushan. Then when Ramanuja Sampradaya in Jaipur, they confused the mind of king of Jaipur, who was Gauriya, disciple of Gauriya line, means in Mahaprabhu's line. They confused that actually your Sampradaya is bogus, because for Sampradaya to be bona fide, there must be Prasthana Trai. You need commentaries or evidences from three parts of Shastra, that is Shruti, Smriti and Nyaya. Shruti means Upanishad, Veda, and Smriti means Puranas, Mahabharata, Gita, and also Nyaya, that is Vedanta Sutra. But you don't have commentaries, so you are bogus. So you have to take mantra from our Sampradaya. Then king wrote letter to Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur in Vrindavan that this is the challenge. What I should do, you please come, you solve this matter. Then Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur was old that time. So he sent his Shiksha disciple, Baladev Vidyabhushan, and he told them that also they said where in the Shastra it is mentioned about the worship of Radharani. So he gave all scriptural evidences about Radharani. Then that point was okay. But they said, you have no commentary to Vedanta Sutra. He said, because Vyasadeva himself wrote, the author of Vedanta Sutra himself wrote own commentary on Vedanta Sutra. He himself told in Garuda Puran that Bhagavatam is the commentary on Brahma Sutra and Gayatri. So we accept this commentary. This is our commentary. Then he said, no, we are not accepting this. Then Baladev Vidyabhushan went to Govindaji temple, Radha Govinda of Rupa Goswami, and he prayed what I should do now. Then garland fell on his neck, and he also got a dream, Baladev Vidyabhushan 3 times, that 2 times to encourage him that yes, you should write, and 3rd time Govinda Dev himself was telling him what he should write. And then he wrote in very short time, and that is why he named it Govinda Bhasya, means the commentary of Govinda, which is Mahaprabhu's, that same commentary. So he wrote it and he presented in front of everyone. Everyone was speechless. So nice commentary with establishing the Prema Bhakti. And Raganuga, everything he explained in Vedanta Sutra is very amazing. But by Mahaprabhu's grace, everything is possible and everything is clear. So in this way, that is the Gauriya commentary. So Prabhupada had that desire to publish this. It is in Sanskrit by Baladev Vidyabhushan. First, he wrote only short commentary, very concise. Then later on, after that meeting, when there was more time, he wrote also some extra commentary with more elaboration of what he told. So our Srila Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj, he translated that original Sanskrit, both commentaries, into Bengali language. And he also added his own commentary in which he gives evidences from Srimad Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita and Gita to support that conclusion of Siddhanta of Baladevi devotion, because Vedanta Sutra means explanation and get to put everything in the right place of Upanishads. So the main evidences in Vedanta Sutra must be from Upanishads. But Shastra is one, Siddhanta is same, but it is more clear in Bhagavat and even more clear in Chaitanya Charitamrita. So he gave those all evidences. So very nice, in 4 volumes he published that book. I have in PDF, I saw he published that, and also the commentaries of these principal Upanishads, 11 or 12 Upanishads, he published. It was Prabhupada's desire, and all Gauriya Math, everyone using that, his edition. On Friday 4th, yes, and here also Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj told that his Gurudev, means Prabhupada, and other devotees became extremely pleased on him, seeing his sincere service efforts. Because of his Gurudev's satisfaction for his service efforts, he got the following 3 titles as Gaur Ashirbat, or Mahaprabhu's blessing, on behalf of Navadipdam Pracharini Sabha. That is Upadeshak, means advisor, Mahopadesha, great advisor, and Vidya Vagish, one on whose tongue that Vidya is there, knowledge, absolute knowledge. Yes. Shri Ketre. Here Puri Goswami Maharaj also mentioned that some ill-minded persons could not accept pure devotion doctrines, feeling their ideology being attacked by Srila Maharaja's strong words, tried to jeopardize his preaching activities in many ways. Despite such opposition and repugnance, he never took a step back on preaching the gospel of pure devotion, means fearless. They were all fearless, Prabhupada's disciples. No one can challenge them, no one can defeat them. Impossible. Because Mahaprabhu's power is there behind. This attracted Srila Prabhupada's abundant grace on him. So here, Pujapat Maharaj, 4th October, Friday, Krishna Shashti Titi at night, 1:10 a.m. This minute, at his Sri Sarasat Gauriya Asana and Mission, Kolkata 29B, Hazara Road, while remembering the lotus feet of Sri Sri Guru Gaurango, Gandharvika Giridhari Jivu, amidst the Nama Sankirtan, by separation grief-stricken Mat Sevaks, took the absolute shelter of Ashok Abhaya Amrita Dhar, means lotus feet of his worshipable object, means Krishna's lotus feet are Ashok, no any lamentation, Abhay, no any fear, and nectar, nectarian, lotus feet of his worshipable object, Krishna. My God brothers are making their divine, means Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami understanding, my God brothers are making their divine journey towards the lotus feet of Nitya Lila Pravishta Srila Gurudev, means Prabhupada, and attaining their eternal service one by one. Each one of them possessed unique divine qualities. There is no replacement for any one of them. The Gauriya Vaishnava world has become bereft of the shining gems. Our Pujapat Siddhanti Maharaj was one of the shining gems on the earth. Today, not having his darshan fills the heart with intense separation grief. Dukkha mode kon dukkha hoy guru tara, Krishna bhakta viroho bina dukkha nahi dekhi para. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked, of all kinds of distress, what is the most painful? Sri Rai Ramananda Rai replied, apart from separation from the devotee of Krishna, I know of no unbearable unhappiness. And here Bodhayan Maharaj wrote, on Friday, 4th October 1985, on today's Titi, at 1:05 a.m., Srila Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj physically departed at the Kolkata temple located on Hazra Road. His desire was to be cremated, and his disciples established a Pushpa Samadhi with his ashes at the Jagannath Puri temple and the Navadip temple situated on Radha Bazar that I visited this year. According to Srila Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj's will, the present temple president and Acharya is Srila Bhakti Ranjan Sagar Goswami Maharaj, who is disciple of Srila Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj, who is continuing the mission. I think he's staying in Kolkata branch. And our Gurudev also, he remembers him, and because he used to come to our Kolkata mat for those annual festivals, our Parang Gurudev used to invite all his god brothers. And our Gurudev also remembered that whenever he visited his mat, the old brahmacharis, after arati or after kirtan like this, when there is Jayadvani, everyone is very loudly saying Jai. The one who is leading Jayadvani prayers and those who are responding, they are all very loudly saying. Jai literally means to conquer. So this is one kind of prayer. May Guru Gaurango conquer me. Like one king will go to fight another king, then he will conquer him. Then after conquering that king and all that property, everything belongs to him, and he can engage in his service, conquering. So we are praying, may Supreme Lord and his devotees conquer us, conquer me, means make me their own and engage me in their service. Their victory over me. So it is a kind of prayer. So our Guru said it's very important, this prayer, Jayadvani prayers, prayer for mercy, their mercy. And he said that in other mats you will see that in our mat you will see when there is Jayadvani after Arati, then many will start to like go little side and they will speak there, not paying attention. But it is not correct. Our Gurudev always was standing there and himself doing Jayadvani, or if someone else, he would respond, giving Jai. So Gurudev asked, how is it that in your mat everyone is very attentive to this? Then he said, because our Gurudev, Srila Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj, he told, who will not say Jai, he will not get prasad that day. So out of compassion for them, out of mercy for them, he gave such rule because he wanted they should pay attention to this service and this prayer. So he told they will not get prasad. So everyone very loudly chanting so that there is no any doubt and that they can get prasad. So today is the disappearance day of Srila Bhakti Srirup Siddhanti Goswami Maharaj. His glories are unlimited. Personal associate of Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. I am bowing down to his lotus feet, praying for his causeless mercy for the service of his lotus feet and the lotus feet of his object to worship, Srila Prabhupada, Gauranga and Radha Krishna. We are all indebted to him for that book and so many preaching efforts, so many books and sannyasis. It is not ordinary. Then today is also the day when Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, another personal associate of Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he landed in America. as you know, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, he met Prabhupada in Ultadanga Road, Gaudiya Math, in 1922. One his friend told him, let us go to see that sadhu there in Gaudiya Math. And Swami Maharaj was not very enthusiastic. He said, I saw many sadhus. Because when he was child, many sadhus, they came to their house. Father invited all kinds of. But he saw there's some smoking, some mayavadi, some like this. So he was not, yes, I know these sadhus. He was not. But that friend was telling him again and again. Then he accompanied that friend. But when he spoke with Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta, then he became impressed. Then he said, yes, finally, this Mahaprabhu's teaching is in the right hand. So in that their first meeting, Prabhupada told him, you are educated young man, you know English well, because he was going to that English medium school, Scottish Church College, same as Bon Maharaj. So your English is very good, so you should preach this Mahaprabhu's message in English language. And later on he repeated few times also this. Like just before disappearance of Prabhupada, Swami Maharaj wrote him letter that I am in household life, my all God brothers, they are serving you so much, but I am unfortunate, you please give me some seva. Then Prabhupada wrote him letter in writing, repeating that same thing, that you know English very well, you preach in English language. So Sai Maharaj was trying by publishing magazine Back to Godhead and articles and books also, Bhagavatam he was translating and preaching in some places where he could speak in English. So he was trying, but then when he was in Radha Damodar after taking sannyas in Vrindavan, there in that Prabhupada Pushpa Samadhi is there also in Radha Damodar temple, he got in dream that you should go out also, out of India to preach. Then he took it very seriously, and also I told on that day, he also spoke with our Parangurudev, and he requested our Gurudev to accompany him to America. But our Gurudev that time, he said, I could not go because I was engaged in our mission, so much seva. But it was already predicted before. In the totally last article in Gauriya magazine published by Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur, he wrote that message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is being spread all over the India, and also it went to London and Germany and other. So why should America be left behind? Why America should be deprived? There also preaching will be there. Already he told in 1936, last his article. So now he inspired Srila Bhakti and Sai Maharaj that you have to go. And Sai Maharaj was trying to find someone to accompany but could not find. It was Krishna's desire, because as I told before, Acharya has to be not limited by difference opinion, these things, and disciples they cannot understand. And this will be new preaching, totally new preaching. So it was Krishna's desire that he should go alone. And on the way to America in that ship, Jaladuta, he wrote one song that, oh Krishna, my brother, I have one request. If, because my Gurudev is Radharani, means Nayan Moni Manjari, non different from Radharani, Prabhupada, he ordered me to preach message here. So if you help me, Krishna, then it will be very good for you, very pious for you, because Radharani will be happy with you. In this way he was praying to Krishna, requesting him, you please help me. If you help me, then Radharani will be pleased, because my Gurudev is representative of Radharani, he ordered me. So Srila Bhakti Rakshidhar Dev Goswami Maharaj very nicely explained that very beautiful prayer he made. and he was empowered by Krishna. Krishna had to come to help him. So then when he came to America, he landed there in Boston first. So there he wrote this song. So today, on today's day, Titi, he reached that Boston. So Bengali is Boro kripa koile Krishna ada mero proti ki lagi yanile heta koro ebe goti ache kichu karjo tobo ei onumane nohe keno aniben ei ugro stane Raja stamo gune era sobai achanno Basudev kotha ruchi nohe se prasanno তবে যদি তব কৃপা হয় অহৈতুকী সকলই সম্ভব হয় তুমি সে কৌতুকী কিভাবে বুঝালে তারা বুঝে সেই রস এটা কৃপা করো প্রভু করে নিজ বশ তোমার ইচ্ছায় সব হয় মায়া বশ তোমার ইচ্ছায় নাশ মায়ার পারাস তবা ইচ্ছা হয় যদি তাদের উদ্ধার বুঝিবে নিশ্চয় তবে কথা সে তোমার ভাগবতের কথা সে তব অবতার ধীর হইয়া শুনে যদি কানে বারবার then he's giving evidence from Bhagavatam verses Shrinvatam svakata Krishnah punya shravana kirtana hridyantah stohya badrani vidunoti suhrit satam nashta prayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naishtiki tada raja stamo bhava kama lobha dayascha ye cheta eter anavidham stitam satve prasidati evam prasanna manaso bhagavat bhakti jogataha Bhagavat tattva vigyanam mukta sangasya jayate vidyate hridaya grantish chidyante sarva sankshaya kshiyante chasya karmani drishta evatma nishvare. These are verses from Bhagavatam. Then further he is in Bengali, he is saying Raja stamo hate tobe pai benistar hridoyer abadra sate guchi betahar কি করে বুঝাবো কথা বড় সেই চাহি ক্ষুদ্র আমি দিনহীন কোন শক্তি নাহি আতা চা এনেছ প্রভু কথা বলিবারে যে তোমার ইচ্ছা প্রভু করো এইবারে আখিলা জগৎ গুরু বচন সে আমার অলঙ্কৃত করিবার ক্ষমতা তোমার তব কৃপা হইলে মোর কথা শুদ্ধ হবে শূন্য সবার শোক দুঃখ যে গুছিবে আনি আছো যদি প্রভু আমারে নাচাতে নাচাও নাচাও প্রভু নাচাও সেবতে কাষ্টের পুতলি যথা নাচাও সেমতে ভক্তি নাই বেদা নাই নামে খুব দর Bhaktivedanta নাম এবে সার্থক করো Very beautiful prayer and it is from sincerely from the heart. So Krishna cannot remain silent without blessing him. Such prayers he told when he reached. Because it was the order of his Guru, our Gurudev told. Because some people, they try to make some confusion about him or some doubts or some criticism like this. Guru say you that is Maya coming in to you. He told to his disciples, you should not hear that. Your Gurudev is not ordinary person. He came there by the order of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. He is Prabhupada. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is Mahaprabhu's personal associate. He ordered him to go. He did successfully. He fully surrendered to his Gurudev. So you should not have any doubts in him. Those who are speaking anything against him, You should not hear. That is Maya coming to divert you. You should not do that. Even nowadays, it is very unfortunate. It's very sad to see. Nowadays there is some campaign going on against him, trying to find faults in him. It is very bad. There will be reaction to this. He fulfilled that what Mahaprabhu predicted, Prithivite Ache Jotto Nagaradigram Sarvatar Prachar Hoibe Murnam. My name will be preached all over the world, Mahaprabhu told. He fulfilled this on the order of Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur. So they are blind persons, they cannot see this. It is not easy. Those who are real devotees, they appreciated him. And they know it is not ordinary thing. Srila Bhakti Vichar Jajavar Gosai Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Rakak Shridardev Gosai Maharaj, they told he Shakti Abesh Avatar. He was empowered to do this. Without empowerment, this is not possible, what he did. And our Gurudev said it is miraculous and all this. Those who are real devotees, they all are appreciating him, worshipping him. But nowadays I saw some campaign against him. It is very bad. It will be a reaction. I protested, fully I protested. So Sai Maharaj, he wrote, My dear Lord Krishna, you are so kind upon this useless soul, but I do not know why you have brought me here. Now you can do whatever you like with me. Means full surrender song. But I guess you have some business here. Otherwise, why would you bring me to this terrible place, Ugrastan? You brought me here, so you do whatever you want with me, fully surrendered. And I think you want to do something here, that is why you brought me. Most of the population here is covered by the material modes of ignorance and passion. Absorbed in material life, they think themselves very happy and satisfied, and therefore they have no taste for the transcendental message of Vasudeva, Krishna. I do not know how they will be able to understand it. Like, as you remember, once Sai Maharaj was speaking Harikatha in America, then Narad Goswami came to him and he said, how you can speak this to these dogs and cats here? It was Krishna's desire. So Sai Maharaj also, how they will understand? They are fully in Tamoguna, Rajoguna. How they will understand your message? But it was the desire of Krishna. That is mercy of Krishna, of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So further he says, but I know your causeless mercy can make everything possible, because you are the most expert mystic. Means Durgata Ghatana Bidatri. You are omnipotent, you can do what is impossible, you can do possible. So full faith, full surrender, full faith in Krishna. Then you can actually do bhajan and you can actually preach if you have this. So that was the only wealth he had with him. Only 40 rupees, no other things, and this is the wealth. Surrender and full faith in Krishna and Harinam. How they will understand the mellows of devotional service? O Lord, I am simply praying for your mercy so that I will be able to convince them about your message. All living entities have become under the control of the illusory energy by your will. When we become averse to Krishna, then we get this result. That means by his will. Not that he's pushed us, no. We became averse, then by his will we were covered by Maya. And therefore, if you like, by your will, they can also be released from the clutches of illusion. When we will surrender to Krishna, then by his will, he will remove that Maya. I wish that you may deliver them. Therefore, if you so desire their deliverance, then only will they be able to understand your message. Like Prahlad Maharaj told, I don't want to be liberated myself. I want all should be delivered. So that is the compassion of a Vaishnava. So here Sai Maharaj said, it is my wish that you please deliver them from Maya. If you want, then they will be able to understand your message. By your grace it is possible. So full compassion, full surrender, full faith, following the order of Guru, and with compassion. The words of Srimad Bhagavatam are your incarnation. See, Bhagavad, full faith. And if a sober person repeatedly receives it with submissive oral reception, then he will be able to understand your message. Then he is quoting from Bhagavatam. Because Mahaprabhu told you preach Bhagavatam, and Sai Maharaj went to preach Bhagavatam, Harikatha, pure devotion. So Sai Maharaj is here giving evidence. It is possible. He is giving evidence. So translation of those verses. Shri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is the Paramatma in everyone's heart, and the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee who has developed the urge to hear his messages, which are in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted. By regular attendance in classes on the Bhagavatam and by rendering of service to the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. And this is what he came to give. He came to America to give this, to give Bhagavatam, and to give his association as pure devotee service. Then jivas, they can be rescued. As soon as irrevocable loving service is established in the heart, the effects of nature's modes of passion and ignorance, such as lust, desire, and hankering, disappear from the heart. If you hear Bhagavatam and if you chant Bhagavatam and Harinam and serve pure devotee, then everything will be cleansed. Then the devotee is established in goodness and he becomes completely happy. Thus established in the mode of unalloyed goodness, pure goodness, transcendental goodness, the man whose mind has been enlivened by contact with devotional service to the Lord gains positive scientific knowledge of the personality of Godhead. Scientific, Swami Maharaj meant realized, experienced knowledge. You will see Supreme Lord. Scientific knowledge, not theoretical, but scientific means you realize. By experiment, you experience. Positive scientific knowledge of the personality of Godhead in the stage of liberation from all material association. In Vishuddha Sattva, when you reach, there directly you can see Supreme Lord. Thus the knot in the heart is pierced, and all misgivings are cut to pieces. The chain of fruitive actions is terminated. One sees the Supreme Lord as Master, or self as Master, Atma, that Atma is the Master of this material body. But that is possible only when you accept Krishna as Master. So he had full faith in this, that by hearing Bhagavatam and by rendering service to pure devotee, he did not think I am pure devotee, but my Gurudev is pure devotee. He ordered me. So if they will accept this, it will be service to my Gurudev. So Sai Maharaj had full faith. It is possible. Though it is very horrible place, only Tamaguna Raju, but it is possible. He will become liberated from the influence of modes of ignorance and passion, And thus all inauspicious things accumulated in the core of heart will disappear. I'm reading here on computer, that is why I'm holding. How will I make them understand this message of Krishna consciousness? I am very unfortunate, unqualified, and the most fallen. So where is any false ego here? Some people say he was arrogant, critical. No, they're fully wrong. Pure devotee is always in this mood. But when he is ordered to preach, then in order to cut misconceptions, then he is very bold. But that is not worldly arrogance. And he was also he was given this service that he has to preach all over the world message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is why sometimes based on this standpoint he criticized others why they are not preaching, because that was his standpoint, but they wrongly understood him. At the end also he apologized for certain statements when he was in that mood, but that was not out of arrogance but out of that boldness. Acharjo Abhiman, Srila Bhakti Goswami Maharaj explained, Acharjo Abhiman, that is inspired thing from Krishna, not any false ego. Should not commit offense thinking that is some false. Like Jiva Goswami, they could not understand. He was very bold to cut the pride of that in order to prove Rupa and Sanatan. So that was not false ego. Swami Maharaj had no false ego. His target was to Mahaprabhu, that to preach all over the world. Therefore, I am seeking your benediction so that I can convince them. It was not, I will rescue from Maya, I will... no. He was praying to Krishna, how I can make them understand. You please help me. How? By your grace only it is possible. So I request this blessing from you, that I may be able to tell them, to convince them to surrender to you, then they will be rescued. That is out of compassion, not any arrogance. Therefore, I am seeking your benediction so that I can convince them, for I am powerless to do so on my own. That is pure devotion. Somehow or other, O Lord, you have brought me here to speak about you. It was the order of his Gurudev. Means order of Gurudev means order of Krishna. So he's saying, Krishna, you brought me here to speak about you. Now, O my Lord, it is up to you to make me success or failure, as you like. We have to do our duty, Krishna told, our duty, but not be attached to the result. So he said, whatever is your desire, you do as you like. But it was not a failure. It was such success, it was beyond imagination of everyone. That is by Krishna's mercy. O spiritual master, those who are blind, they cannot see this. They are foolish persons. They try to find fault in him, taking some his statements or some actions out of context. To try to blaspheme him, they will be punished. Surely, Krishna will not tolerate this. He had pure heart. O spiritual master of all the worlds, Krishna, I can simply repeat your message. So if you like, you can make my power of speaking suitable for their understanding. He's all the time praying to Krishna and also to Gurudev, and our Gurudev, he was singing those songs, Narottam Thakur, other songs, always praying the grace, and Shara Goswami. There is no arrogance in him. So he's telling, you make me, you give me that power that I will be able to tell them, that they will be able to understand me, suitable to their understanding. That is the work of Acharya. He has to present eternal message according to time, place, circumstance, and person listening, that they will be able to understand. So he's praying for this to Krishna, who is the Guru, original Guru. So where is any false ego here? Any false pride? That is totally wrong. Only by your causeless mercy will my words become pure. I am sure that when this transcendental message penetrates their hearts, they will certainly feel engladdened and thus become liberated from all unhappy conditions of life. The full faith, because he himself had that. He realized this, that when the transcendental message will enter into heart, as he himself was hearing from his Gurudev and practicing, then that will liberate us from all unhappy conditions, and that bliss will come inside our heart, Atma. So I'm sure that will happen by your grace. O Lord, I'm just like a puppet in your hands. So if you have brought me here to dance, then make me dance. Make me dance, O Lord. Make me dance as you like a puppet in your hand. Means full surrender. If you have brought me here to dance, then make me dance. I will dance as you like. So where is any false ego here? That is totally wrong. Krishna will show. Krishna cannot tolerate someone criticizing his pure devotee. It is all over in Shastra, and the example is there. I have no devotion, nor do I have any knowledge, but I have strong faith in the holy name of Krishna. I have been designated as Bhaktivedanta when he took sannyas, Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, and now, if you like, you can fulfill the real purpose of Bhaktivedanta. Vedanta means Upanishads, the conclusion of the Vedas. And actually what Upanishads are speaking is about eternal Paramartha, that liberation, which means devotion to Krishna, eternal devotion to Krishna. Then in Vedanta Sutra, this is made clear. Vedanta Sutra is explaining Upanishads and categorizing properly, putting in right place everything. And Bhagavatam is commentary to Vedanta Sutra. There everything is very clear. By giving Lila, Nam Rup Gun Lila, everything is very clear. So Bhaktivedanta is the real conclusion of all Shastra, Bhakti. So he came there to preach Bhakti. Who can preach Bhakti? Bhakta. One who has, he can preach. And he did. And all those who are real devotees, his God brothers and their real followers, pure devotees, they all are appreciating what he did, because they can recognize. It is not even outside of Sarasat Gauriya Vaishnavas, they also appreciate, everyone appreciate. So it is our great fortune. Without him coming, we could not sit now here and speak these things. Because of Mahaprabhu's grace, he came and it spread, and now we have his books, we have sadhus, everything is. So that is his embodiment of Mahaprabhu's grace. So today, and here also it is written, signed, the most unfortunate, insignificant beggar, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, on board the ship Jaladuta, Commonwealth Pier, Boston, Massachusetts, USA, dated 18th of September 1965. But according to Titi, it is today. So he wrote this song when he reached there. Means full surrender, full faith. That is why he was successful beyond any imagination of anyone. Even those one, his god brother, was little, how to say, competitive with him. One who was also sent to West, so he was little competitive with him. But he also, ultimately, he said, what he did, that is achintya. It is beyond thinking what he did. He fully appreciated. So today is Srila Sai Maharaj's arrival in that America. Titi, we are remembering that auspicious moment. So I'm bowing down to his lotus feet. You will find his deity foreign everywhere in the world. Everywhere. Every town and village you will find his deity and his photo. And books and everywhere you will find all over the world. So everywhere you go, you can bow down to him. I'm bowing down to his lotus feet and praying for his causeless mercy, for pure devotion to Krishna and his devotees. So tomorrow we'll further hear Srimad Bhagavatam, he himself translated, and to rescue us, to deliver us from this Maya, as he told here. So regularly we have to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. So tomorrow we will hear. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hari Bol, 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 Hari Bol. Jai Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Jiv ki Jai. Jai Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Shri Radha Madan Mohan Panchatatatmak Shri Gaurahuri ki Jai. Jai Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Shri Radha Nayananath Jiv ki Jai. Jai Shri Gaur Nityananda Prabhu ki Jai. Jai Shri Jagannath Dev ki Jai. Jai Patit Pavan Shila Gurudev ki Jai. Jai Shila Parang Gurudev ki Jai. Jai Shila Prabhupada ki Jai. Jai Shri Rupanuga Guruvara ki Jai. Jai Shri Panchatattva Prabhu ki Jai. Jai Shri Brinda Devi Tulsi Devi ki Jai. जय सार्वविघ्न विनाशनकारी श्री नृसिंहदेव की जय। जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। जय नित्य लीला परिष्ठ परम पूज्य पाचे श्रीमद् भक्ति श्रीरूप सिद्धांति गोसाई महाराजेर तिरुभाव तिथि पूजा महामहोत्सव की जय। जय नित्य लीला परिष्ठ परम पूज्य पाचे श्रीमद् ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराजेर अमेरिका शुभ आगमन की जय। जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। जय समागत भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। जय श्री गोविंद भाष्य की जय। जय श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि बोल। थैंक यू ऑल। दंडवत प्रणम। हरि बोल।